around since 1952, but it wasn't always as successful as we are now. 5 years ago, our intake numbers were around 10 to 12,000 animals a year would come into the shelter. 29% of them found homes. So it was kind of a darker time where we were just overwhelmed with the animals coming in and there was nowhere to put them. People tend to use the term kill and no-kill shelters, and I really prefer limited admission and open admission, and there's a need for both. Limited admission shelters will hold on to the animals until they can find a home for them, which is great. It gives the animals the time that they need to find the perfect home. But when a limited admission shelter is full, they're full. Without both, we would have animals in limbo. So we would have animals that no shelter could take in, and they would be left to starve, get hit by cars, stay in bad situations, continue breeding out of control. And so there has to be a place for them to go, and that's where open admission shelters come in. Because of that, euthanasia is always in the back of our mind. We know that every adoption special that we host, every plea for fosters or volunteers or adopters is a desperate, constant motion to keep from having to euthanize pets here because we don't want to do it. But when you run out of space, they have to go somewhere. And so for us, we understand that there are worse things than euthanasia. There are worse lives for animals. There's worse suffering. And what we know is that the animals that come to our facility, the time that they are with us, they are loved, they are cared about. We know that when and if they have to be humanely euthanized, it's not going to be hit by a car on the side of the road. It's not going to be, starving to death. Somebody's going to be holding them and talking to them, and somebody's going to have loved them.